Did you make it? I guess so. Everybody's in the room.
We're all here.
So you guys are good.
Yeah.
Recording in progress.
That's
the
cool.
news made it seem like it was the apocalypse.
What do you mean it was, Katie? It was crazy out there.
My sister
It
called
was
me.
raining and everything.
But then the earthquake and everything. My sister called me and she was like, "Are you alive?"
Yeah, my whole family was like, "Are you okay?" And then the earthquake, my
Yes.
panic attack, my mom panic attack.
Really?
Yeah.
I get that for your parents that are out of town
Sure.
and they weren't here. They're going to call and check in. I won't give your parents too hard of a time. That's fine. I'm a parent now myself. So I checked in with my kids. They were just in their room chilling.
They were cool.
They didn't even know what anything happened. So they were like, "What? We're fine." I was like, "Okay, cool." And that was about it, which is, I'm sure, what your parents did.
Yep.
So that's cool. That's cool. But to everyone else who's not your parents, can I say something? I have a message. A, I don't think we're going to make it. And B, you guys, guys, I mean, whoa. Like, all right. Look, I'm sure there are some people here in the Southland who experienced some more water than usual this weekend and probably have some flooding, possibly even some damage to property. I understand.
Yes.
Okay, I get it. But a lot of people in a lot of different places, not even just in the U.S., all over the world experience this from time to time. It happens, right?
Certainly.
What we experienced in L.A. this weekend was... I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like, Katie, I mean... They canceled school.
That's the part that I
They
don't
canceled
understand.
school. Kids are the second largest school district, or maybe the first largest public school district in America, canceled today. And also every school district in the surrounding area, Pasadena, Santa Monica, whatever you got, they're canceled on Monday because it rained on Sunday. And if you go to my Twitter, shameless plug for my Twitter, I took a video of myself driving down the street this morning. Katie, usually there's like a lake on the corner of the intersection.
Because California doesn't drain very well.
There's not.
But there's not.
There's not.
Yeah.
There's not even a puddle out there.
There's some like trees. I walked the dog this morning. There's some trees that have lost a couple limbs. And that's
This is true.
worst I've seen.
The school districts call parents, and my kids don't go to these school districts. They go to fancy ones. So, I heard from other people out there.
From the swill.
This buddy of mine played the voicemail because the schools all call parents now every Sunday. Your phone rings and it's just the school. Doesn't
They
matter
call
what
every
district
Sunday?
you're in. Yeah.
Or they call when something happened.
No. Every Sunday at the exact same time, every parent you know, if they gave their phone number to the school, their phone rings with just like a standard message from whatever.
Weird.
Hi. It's the most boring thing ever. Like, hi, I'm so-and-so, the superintendent. Wah, wah, and everyone just deletes it.
To just be like, everything's cool this week, no news?
Yeah, just sort of whatever.
Weird.
Make sure your child arrives on time or whatever. And but yesterday's was school is canceled due to the inclement weather on Sunday.
In an abundance of caution.
Well, due to the inclement weather and from an overabundance of caution. That I had to memorize it word for word.
You're telling me.
Yeah, I'd say that's what that is.
Do you know another word for it?
The kids have to make up this day. The kids have to make up
that's
this day.
messed up.
The kids have to go to school on now a sunny day
No.
to make up for the day where the pavement would have been wet. What is happening? I don't think we're going to make it, guys. I don't think we're going to make it. The rest of the country has to just be laughing at this.
No, because the news is totally catastrophizing this entire situation.
Okay, well then I'm boots on the ground here in Los Angeles, and what I can tell you is that it's only damp.
I was looking for the theme song.
We're getting it. There.
What in the world?
the Brett Tavern Show on Adobe Radio, brought to you in partnership with Nice Guy Digital.
If you live in Houston, if you live in New Orleans, if you live in New York City, Hurricane Sandy, if you live in South Carolina any year, if you live in, you gotta be looking at this just like, where's the rowboats?
Yeah.
You guys gotta be kidding me. It was bad. Not bad. It was raining hard.
It was
raining hard. Where was the wind?
There was no
Where was
apocalypse.
the lightning?
Yeah, I thought
Where
the
was the
wind.
thunder? I was kind of excited for a hurricane, I gotta be honest.
Oh,
Dude, I was Lieutenant Dan at the top of the mast. Bring it on!
Lieutenant Dan.
And then nothing. Nothing.
what a letdown.
Man. But everybody freaking out. I'm the only one of my friends talking like this, I swear. Like, people, Katie, I'm getting calls and texts from people like, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to even go to work tomorrow. Huh?
Ridiculous.
I just don't want to go. Like, it's okay.
Hearing from friends that are full-blown adults going like, I'm not sure if I'll be able to drive.
Oh my gosh.
What?
We're safe. We're good.
Let's get to the guy whose boots on the ground are only slightly damp.
Yeah.
Brett Tavern!
The best part was turning on the local news, and they do that thing where they have the person out on the street, you know? And she had like rubber boots, like clamming boots, but they're the ones that only go up to your knee, you know? Just like regular rubber boots, like up to below your knee. And the way that the shot was, she was standing at the intersection, of course, and you could tell that the street was designed properly because the middle of the street was completely dry, but over towards the edges of the streets, there was big lakes in the first lane that, by the way, is like the bus lane and no one even drives in. And during her news report, she went out into the street but stood in the deep part and was like, look how deep it is. And I was like, no, right there. And then in the background, cars were driving by in the where there is no puddle, and it's like, hey, there's a news report about a street and engineering working how it should. Oh, I would love to work for the news, Katie. I would love to stand there with rubber boots on and try to pretend like there's an emergency. What?
But it's just
How do you do
not
that?
possible.
I don't even know how to do that. I don't think I could do that. It's really raining out here. It's getting pretty deep in the part where it's deeper. Back to you, Steve.
Oh my goodness.
What is this liquid falling from the sky? People losing their minds. What's weird is we had the wettest spring we've had in a while, and we had consecutive days in a row of that hard of rain.
Yeah.
And everyone was fine,
Yeah.
other than, things being canceled that were outside. But what was that?
There was no panic.
Hysteria.
Yeah.
This was one day of rain, but just because they called it a hurricane, I think that's why.
I think that's why. I mean,
Right.
like, I went to the grocery store on Saturday and it was like
Oh my gosh.
insanity. It was insanity. People were, and I asked the lady, I was like,
was like,
what
it's-
is going on? She's like, people are buying cases of water and toilet paper.
It's 12 hours. Like, that's my, like, okay, yes, the power might go out. It will be back tomorrow. Like, there's no rain forecasted for like the next 3 months. Like,
Okay.
we can do this.
Yeah.
You guys, if we sent new intern Sebastian and the crew out here to Hollywood and Highland, you start asking people on the street, like that, like classic style, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that people, now I know what you're going to say right off the bat, but people are really dumb.
Yes, they are.
yeah.
Do you think people would put two and two together that if your power goes out, you still have water?
No, they don't.
Right, which is
They
the
don't.
dumbest thing ever.
No, because people were saying fill up your bathtub. The other thing I saw was
Fill
people.
up your bathtub.
Yeah.
People love a doomsday.
They love it.
Love a doomsday.
The other
crowd.
thing I saw was people were like, you should put bottles of water in your freezer because then that will just become regular water. And I was like, also, it's just regular water.
Wait, regular water is regular water.
This has broken Katie and Brett.
Yeah, but Katie, you know, if there is an emergency in LA, I like it ice cold.
Okay. God, people are stupid.
Turn it up over there.
He gets distracted easily.
How
Don't believe
funny.
me?
Wow.
Well, text him right now. Just
We've
enter
crossed,
bdsfans
a
at
divide.
adobe.com where you normally put the phone
You
number.
never know
Compose your
when
text and
it'll
press
happen,
send.
but-
Then
You just
sit
talking
back
over the
and
guy.
listen to him get derailed
We
in real
have
time.
crossed over a thing because to our parents in an emergency situation, buying bottled water. Well, first of all, buying bottled water for our parents and their parents was only in emergency situations only. That's
Yeah,
why you would
yeah.
have bottled water. And so it would be, oh, go buy bottled water so that we can have water, not so we can have good tasting water. They were like, go buy bottled
say
water
what
so you can just have water, period, in case you need water. And it just hit me that Carly and everybody coming behind is like, I need to go buy bottled water because I want it to taste good if I need some.
Filtered.
Right? No. I understand. It's just never hit me before. Wait. I get it, Carly. It's just never hit me before. That to you guys, it's like, well, you might just want to have plenty of bottled around so that it'll taste good. Because heaven forbid, sweet darling baby who I raised, who had never done anything wrong, that you'd have to drink anything from the tap. Of course not.
This isn't New York City. I don't want your tap water.
You guys, the tap will always work unless something happens to the pipes, which would be pretty hard to do and doesn't happen if the electricity happens. You can drink tap. And as I was explaining during the break, that there's a good possibility that the tap is fine and better for you than the bottled shit anyway.
I feel like you're from a place that gets like spring water or
It's
like
true. Well,
beautiful,
that's probably-
clean water.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's true. The
Here-
Washington and the New York have excellent tap water.
I'm going to look it up, and it's going to say that LA tap water, they did a test next to like Fiji bottled water. And you know there's
Evian.
something out there. Yeah, because why do I see all those news articles all the time about the plastic leaching into the water from the bottled water? Because you don't know how long that water's been sitting
true.
in that plastic container. Right? No?
Yeah.
Sebastian, thoughts?
Tap water? I don't know too much about that.
Yeah. All right, fine. I'll be in the minority here. It's fine. But whatever. Drink your tap water and like it. Katie, what's going on in the world?
Speaking of drinkable water, that's a good segue. Listen,
It's not potable water. There's potable water and drinkable water. Don't get them confused.
no, that is true.
Yeah, some people pronounce
potable.
it potable, which is not correct. Have you ever heard someone pronounce it potable?
Yeah.
And you're
Usually they're
like-
from like New Hampshire.
Like, hello, it's P-O-T. That's pronounced pot, not pot.
Are you gonna wash something?
I don't boil my water in a pot.
just drag them.
Potable water just means it's potable, so you can
that?
use it in
Like
a pot.
Like
But
to cook with.
Yes.
don't drink it
Yeah,
straight.
but don't drink it.
Yeah, boil
You
it.
should boil it before you drink it.
Boil it.
That can't be good either.
Well, it's fine if you boil it, but you're probably still drinking all the dead
Is this
bacteria.
like is this more of like a camping, like Katie and Brett know how to camp and survive? And
It's if you're like at a rest stop or something and you see two faucets and one says potable water, don't drink it, but you can use it to like wash your hands and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah.
it's clean, but don't drink it.
Yeah,
Alright.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how I feel about LA Tap.
That's how everyone feels about LA Tap.
I asked the internet. It said it's legally safe. I was like,
Legally safe.
Yeah.
A video of a tourist has gone viral. A woman climbed onto the iconic Trevi Fountain in Rome
Oh yeah.
to fill her water bottle.
Well, now there's some water you can drink.
See, that is the thing, is technically, and maybe people don't necessarily know this, but you should let them know, Brett, that all the fountains in Rome
In all of Italy, all of
In all of
Europe,
it.
really.
a lot
Yeah.
of places in Europe.
Yeah.
are not just potable water, but drinkable water.
Drinkable, fill up your water bottle.
And they did that back in the day to like provide water access to the Roman citizens, like way back
or
when.
anywhere else. It wasn't all Rome.
Well, I'm talking
Katie.
specifically about Rome right now.
Jeez.
But here's the thing. So there's a video. You can watch it on TikTok or whatever. And this woman, she climbs over like the one, if you're facing the fountain on the left side, there's like a little basically stepway, and so she's not really on. She's not like in the middle of the fountain, like swimming in the middle of it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
She's sort of like just tiptoes and does it kind of gingerly, but like, and then fills her bottle and then walks away, and then immediately gets escorted.
Mi scusi, mi scusi, mi scusi, mi dispiace, mi scusi, mi dispiace, mi scusi.
Some interesting things I learned while reading this article.
If you go to a different country and you don't know how to speak the language, just learn please and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And excuse me.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Mi dispiace.
For the listeners, though, please go to our Instagram because Brett just put on sunglasses to be Italian.
Yeah. Mi dispiace. Mi scusi.
Each year, around $1.6 million in coins are collected from the Trevi Fountain.
Whoa.
1.6 million.
And they go to the King of Rome?
No, I mean...
Who do they go to?
They go to the
Or where
Rome
does it go?
Tourism Board.
Oh. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
So don't go swimming in the Trevi.
Don't go swimming in no, they don't want you to do
Yeah.
that.
All right.
But here's the thing that I didn't know. There's been a rash of tourists being idiots in Rome.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. The Colosseum guy?
Yes.
The Colosseum guy.
Yes. This dude, bro, carved his name in the side of the Colosseum, which prompted Italian authorities to put a manhunt out for this person.
What?
Yeah.
This is real.
What?
Yeah.
How in the world? Are you kidding me? That's complete BS.
And like someone was like taking a video of him doing it.
Yeah, he carved his name
And
in
people
the
were
side
like,
of the
bro,
Colosseum.
what are you doing? Stop.
and they
like, calling the
arrested
cops.
him for it?
I don't know why you're
Brett.
against it.
Brett.
Dude, I'm on the side of the guy. You guys thought I was on the side of the cops? First of all, no way. What is it?
Yeah. There you go.
The police, okay? And second of all, listen, Rome invented graffiti. They should be holding this person up as a champion of society.
You're for this dude carving
But
his
it wasn't-
name in the
no.
It was
Colosseum.
invented
Graffiti.
by the Romans. He's only furthering along their own history on one of their most sacred landmarks.
But it wasn't even graffiti. It was like his initials. It was
But
like,
Carly, if
it
you and
wasn't
I were
art.
taking a tour of the Colosseum and our tour guide pointed out where some ancient Roman etched something on the wall, we'd stand there like this. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, and then they'd be like,
Just
and
'cause
then
the guy
Dave
doesn't-
did that last week. And I'd
Yeah.
be like, who let him do that?
Yeah, but why does it matter that one piece is hundreds of years old and one isn't?
Because it matters that one piece is 100 years
Why?
old and the other one isn't.
What, yeah, but isn't the Colosseum still part of our history?
It doesn't give that guy the right to do that.
Well, how come it gave the guy 400 years ago the right to do it? Like,
Because it already happened.
so that if I go, hold on. So that if
He
I
was
go,
arrested too.
okay. So that if
He
I
was
go
arrested
carve
too.
my name into Dodger Stadium and somebody digs it up 500 years from now, I'm in the clear.
Yeah.
But if I go do it in the moment, I can't. That doesn't make any sense. I don't want to live in your double standard
okay,
world.
other
Get outta
things
here.
that happened in
The
Italy.
Colosseum's still part of my history, and people can draw on it if they want.
2 American tourists caused $25,000 worth of damage to the Spanish Steps.
What?
What? So what? Those have been there forever. People have been doing all kinds of
A
stuff on them.
Saudi visitor drove his rented Maserati down the traversine staircase, fracturing 2 of the steps.
Okay, that is on the Italian Tourism Board's fault. That's on them. You know why? A little movie called The Italian Job. Okay, because everybody thinks they can drive a Fiat through the streets and get away from the cops.
Last August, an Australian decided to ride his moped around the city of Pompeii, through the city streets of Pompeii.
Okay, you're telling me that if they didn't have that technology back then, that they wouldn't have had Vespas in Pompeii?
August last year, 2 Australians surfed down the Grand Canal in Venice, which, by the way,
That sounds
is also
badass.
the city's sewer system.
Okay, well, it's on them if they get hepatitis.
Not potable water.
That's not potable water. However, if you're telling me that you don't think Michelangelo and Leonardo and Raphael
There it is.
and Donatello wouldn't have grabbed their surfboards, cowabunga, and hung some 10 in Venice, you're crazy.
An American smashed 2 priceless sculptures in the Vatican Museum, apparently after being told that he could not see the Pope.
Well, okay, now this one's going to be hard to defend. However,
A group
I don't know if
of-
you guys have studied the Catholic Church much, but when something bad happens to them, I don't necessarily feel bad.
And a group
enough.
of young German tourists posed naked for pictures on social media
Mm-hmm.
in a villa in northern Italy. and toppled valuable statues.
Oh, that's not cool.
Okay, well, but
If
right.
you want to
but-
be naked, you can be naked.
Yeah, what
But
you do in your
can't break
Airbnb.
stuff.
I agree. Unless you paid for the cleaning deposit, and then you're fine. I think we worked this stuff out. It at least seems fine to me. Let's go there.
It surprises me because you love Italy so much.
This is why, though. Keep it Italy Italian, man. That's what I'm saying. Katie, how can you invent graffiti, then get in trouble for it in the place in which it was invented?
Right.
That doesn't make any sense.
It seems wrong.
That's wrong. It's funny when something. It's funny to me when where's the line where something crosses over into becoming sacred like that? Because, the Colosseum was just built to watch a bunch of dudes kill each other while the peasants were eating chicken wings and betting on it in the stands.
The
Why is it sacred?
Was so cool. I learned about it in
Yeah.
theater history. They had like a Mister system piped in. I'll tell you guys during the break.
No, it's badass.
It's badass.
I've been there
But that's why
twice.
I'm like,
it's one of my
already
favorite
almost
places
gone.
on earth. But like but it's a place of debauchery. It's a place of like
Yeah, Romans
of
are
murder.
fucking
It's
cool.
a place of sin. It's a place of like the emperor, backstabbing quite literally his own people. It's like so for someone to graffiti on it seems right in line with what's going on there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a place of worship.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the Vatican, where
Right.
they also just destroyed statues.
Yeah. Hey, this is The Storm. Turn it up. We'll be right back with Ask Gabby, which is our advice column. So if you need advice, we've got some for you. We'll be right back.
He's here to crack you up, and she'll crack herself up. It's the Brett Davern Show on AW Radio.
Ask Gabby, which is called that because Katie thought the real one was called
Ask Abby.
Ask Abby, but it sounds like you're saying Ask Gabby.
Ask Abby.
And the real thing is even called Dear Abby anyway,
Yeah.
so you're way off.
Yep, ×2.
Okay, so you're going to read real...
Yeah.
Wait, what is it? Now I get confused. Oh, you're going to read real Dear Abby columns.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to give you my advice. We'll see how close I got to Abby, whatever her
Abby.
name is. Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm gonna read
So
I'm
confused
gonna read
by
the
this whole thing.
person's plight, their problem.
Right.
And then you're gonna give them advice.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you points for how accurate your advice is to Abby's advice.
Right, but not necessarily for giving good advice. Just for trying to be close to her advice.
Well, hopefully your advice is also her advice.
Well, it'll definitely be better than whatever she's got to say.
Okay.
She's from like 1982.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Should we do it?
Step it up. Now, Gabby, let's go. Or Abby or whatever your name
I think
is.
her name's Abby.
All right, give me the first one.
Dear Abby, my husband Randall was a widower when we met. His wife Sylvia had passed away November 2010. He got married October 2015. I recently was shocked to discover that Randall has kept Sylvia's Facebook page open, supposedly so his grandchildren can send her messages on her birthday or anytime they feel like it. Last September,
Supposedly.
he posted a message that read, "Happy anniversary. Love you and miss you. 52 years today."
Wish you were still alive.
If she were still living, that day would have marked 52 years of marriage. When I read it, I realized that in his heart, he still feels married to her. Am I wrong for feeling that way?
Well, he definitely wishes he was. Ugh. All right, let me write back to this person here. Dear, jealous of a dead lady. I don't think you have too much to worry about. You've won. You're alive and she dead. Enjoy being married to him while you're alive and she's dead. And whatever cute, nice thing he wants to do for her family and her family members and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
What?
Keep going. Well, it just kind of canceled my window, so I don't know. Yeah. Okay, we're still good. We still got it. We still got it.
I think my advice stands on its own. I'm pretty much done. If you're competing with a dead person, I mean, look in the mirror. You can.
Yeah, you're still alive.
I think that's pretty much all the advice.
Abby says, I don't think you're wrong, but please understand that some people don't completely get over the death of a loved one, and your husband may be one of them. It's not unusual if my Facebook page is any example. People post about their dead, departed parents, grandparents, and even their pets, and memorial pages on Facebook after a person's demise is not unusual. If you and Randall have a good marriage,
Whoa.
I suggest that you
easy,
develop
Abby.
a sense of humor about it.
Yo.
Sylvia is not a threat to you unless you make her one.
Wow. Whoa. Snaps for Abby and Brett, because I think I nailed that one.
I think you did too, yeah.
Yeah, that was like 100 points, I think.
Pretty good.
Or something.
You want another one?
Yep.
I buy pet food from a local
You
pet
know,
shop.
with the busy fall season just around the corner, I was going to try to find a way to work it into the last one, and then I forgot. Hey, guys. With the busy fall season around the corner, you might be looking for some wholesome, convenient meals for jam-packed days. That's right. It's a live read. Factor! America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit can help you fuel up with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. All right, forget it. I'm not reading this anymore. Listen, I got them delivered to my door, and I'll just tell you about it. They're awesome.
They are.
It's pretty awesome. You ever had, now I don't even know, hopefully it doesn't say don't mention. Listen, you ever had one of those meals you just put in the microwave? Whatever people used to call those back in the day. This
Yeah.
is like that, only it tastes like it came from a restaurant and is delicious and it's good for you and you can pick what you want to eat and you can pick your sides and you can pick calorie smart meals, fat-free options, keto options, different whatever diet you're into out there. There's also lunch options that are quick grab and go. There's no mess. These meals are ready in less than 2 minutes. Head to factormeals.com/Davern50 and use code Davern50 to get 50% off. That's Davern50 at factormeals.com/Davern50 to get 50% off, 50% off. Are you kidding me? If you're spending money on delivery services, like, you know, Uber Eats and all that kind of stuff, you are putting in... You're not eating as healthy as you could be. Let me just say that. And then you're also spending
more.
way too much money. Are you kidding me? I'm going to save you 50% on your food. 50%. Go to factormeals.com/Davern50 today. Go ahead, Katie. Sorry.
Dear Abby, I buy food from a local small pet shop. I am
Wait,
a regular
for
customer.
your pet, though, right?
Yeah. The store does not sell animals, only food and supplies. I support adoption. Okay. I'm a regular customer, and I have been on a first-name basis with the owner, Alicia, for several years. When I went to buy my dog's food the other day, she was wearing a scarf to cover her head. She always has had shoulder-length hair, and it was obvious that she's ill.
Uh-oh.
I suspect breast cancer. I don't know what to do. I hoped my face did not give me away. I just
you a
proceeded
doctor?
as I normally do, made small talk, and completed my purchase. The next time I go there, should I continue to act like I don't notice? Should I ask Alicia if she's ill? I felt uncomfortable pretending not to notice. However, I feel like it would be intrusive to say something. Please advise.
Okay. I'm going to need both hands for this one. Dear that guy. Stop being that guy. You guys, you're buying dog food from the person, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you are, you know, that familial, just, how you doing? You feeling okay? Or like, what's going, you know, what's shaking, you know?
Yeah.
And if they feel comfortable enough, they will share with you. If they don't feel comfortable enough, they will not share with you. That means you're not as good of friends as you thought you were. Don't be that guy and push it.
25 points to Brett Davern.
Ding, 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 ding.
If Alicia wants to discuss her medical condition with you, she will allude to it. If she does, listen to her and support Offer a supportive comment.
Mm-hmm.
Many people seem unable to restrain themselves from asking inappropriate questions, however well-intentioned. Among them are likely some of her customers. Don't be one of them.
Yeah, and also that's another good point, Abby. She's got people coming through there all day, different customers, got to be explaining things 1,000 times. Like I said, you don't want to be one of those people. Knock it off.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
totally. Also, could be trying some new fashion trends. You never know.
You don't know.
Right. Like,
Get your nose out of people's business.
yeah, like tomorrow when you come in and she just got back from her lunch break, don't ask when the due date is. You know?
Oh my God.
Like, just don't be that guy. We'll be right back. All right, give me a quick one, then we'll get out of here.
Okay, I quite like this one. Maybe
Okay.
it's just me, but I quite like this one. Dear Abby, we are a middle-aged couple who live together. I have been with Jack for 7 years, and during those 7 years, he has held down one job for only 3 months and then quit. I love him, but I don't believe that the feeling is mutual if he can't hold down a job and keep it. He never goes anywhere with me. Jack is a recluse. What should I do? Should I keep him or tell him it's time to pack up and leave?
Dear, I don't even know. Dear the recluse's girlfriend. I suppose this is what it's like when you date a recluse? By your own admission, you're calling him a recluse?
7 years.
Which I'm trying to figure out how to transition into, I have to be honest. Like, how do you become a recluse? You have to just start avoiding
Do you
people.
apply?
But then, and then people have to call you a recluse first, right? You
So
can't.
you have to be noticed by other people.
Yeah,
that
this
you're
is like
reclusive.
George Costanza. You can't give yourself your own nickname. You can't walk in and just announce, I'm a recluse, Jerry. Like, Jerry has to start calling you a recluse. Maybe he's a recluse.
Right.
And then, right, there you go. So, first, okay, so you're admitting this person is a recluse. Then you're saying, how do I kick them out of my house? I think what you should do is just move. They'll stay there. They'll never even notice that you're gone. They'll stay in that house, and you'll be on to a new house. Sincerely, not Abby.
This one says, Dear Finally Fed Up was her name.
Oh.
I don't know Jack, and you have not listed even one of his virtues.
Now, so forgive me, but if I was giving Abby any direction, I would never start one of her letters with, I don't know Jack. I call her in right away and I say,
That's so
Abby,
funny.
people have been following you for decades.
Well, wait, because she's got a punchline at the end of this, too.
Oh.
I don't know, Jack, and you've not listed even one of his virtues. Unless your idea of a happy future is supporting a recluse who refuses to hold a steady job, it's time to sing Hit the Road, Jack.
Oh, Abby, come on.
You liked yours better. You liked yours better.
Cheeky.
Yeah.
Cheeky.
I think Abby does solid advice.
Abby, cheeky. Yeah. I wonder if Abby's life, though, is actually falling apart.
Oh my God, no, she's like therapists' lives are always effed up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, those who can't
Therapists are the
teach,
weirdest people you know.
Those, yeah. Like, does anyone know? Has there ever been like a lifestyles of Abby? Do we know? Like, has anyone ever seen Abby?
I've seen, she has a picture. Abigail Van Buren.
Right, but I mean, I'm saying, do we know what's going on at her house?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't know. Just
No,
wondering.
I don't know anything about her personal life.
Okay. Give me one more. That one was too quick.
Dear Abby, my wife constantly gaslights me. We have 4 children and we both
Whoa,
work
whoa.
full time.
Whoa.
However, I put in 90% of the weight of work at home. I do the majority of household chores and much of the parenting.
How often do you think people use that term correctly, though? Because, you know, like, they use it up front. But then, you know what I mean?
She's an elementary school teacher and she goes to bed at 7:30 every night after the kids go down.
Doesn't seem like you need the gaslight.
When I ask her why, she says it's because...
Well, I'm just saying, if you're going to bed before it's dark outside, then you don't even need the light in the first place.
Oh,
lamp
God.
right now?
No, like your husband could probably even turn it up or turn it down to whatever he wants, and you wouldn't even notice, right?
When I ask her why, she says it's because she has to serve others at work. When she gets home, she complains endlessly about her job and makes me feel guilty. When we moved, we agreed that she needed to teach so that our kids could go to school in that district. She admits that she knows my desire is simply to spend more time with her. We've had a babysitter only 4 times in 6 years. Please give me some advice.
Wait, advice on what, though? I mean, this just doesn't sound like it's working. I don't think your schedules match up. This doesn't seem like you have the same ideas about what life should be. This doesn't seem like it's going to be, I mean, so let's have a conversation. But also, 7:30, I mean, wow, that is extreme. Now, look, teaching and you're waking up early and school starts at, what time is it? 8 o'clock, 7:30, something like that. So you're getting up at like 6 or so. So, I mean, but 7:30, that's like 11 hours of sleep. You might not fall asleep right away, but still, that's kind of a lot.
How could you fall asleep at 7:30 at night?
Yeah. Well, if all that gas is leaking into the place.
You might have a monoxide leak.
Well, yeah, because you got to keep the flame going.
She's feeling ill.
Don't turn the gas down too far. She'll really think she's crazy.
Yeah.
With the leak in the apartment.
No, 7:30.
So is she lying? Like, was he specific?
He doesn't say about I think.
Is she like, I don't go to bed early?
No,
Yeah, because what is the gaslighting part of it?
I think the childcare, because it says she's an awesome mom, owns the morning routine and the majority of the care for the 1-year-old, but other than that, I do everything. So I think he feels gaslit.
That's not what
to
gaslighting
the other
is.
3 children.
This is though a thing where, like, I mean, 'cause that's not what that is, right?
Well, I think it's specifically telling someone they're wrong. So if she was like, you're wrong, I take care of all the kids all the time, and like obviously she doesn't, and like it makes him guess like, oh, maybe how I'm feeling isn't right. That's gaslighty. But also she could just be lying.
Gaslighty. But gaslighting is when you convince, like, I'm just saying, like, guys, like gaslighting is a different, I think we're going to have to stay up past 7:30 if we want this thing to last, I would imagine. We're going to need some evening time. So let's try to stay up past then. Let's eat our factor meals and then stay awake for a few more hours before we go to bed. Right, Abby?
Abby's advice says you and your wife both have busy lives, but she seems to have forgotten that it's also important to have a relationship with you. As you stated, you mutually agreed to take on this heavy load for your children's education. However, things will not improve without compromise. And then this is where Abby sort of goes off of yours, but maybe the same thing. A licensed marriage therapist may be able to help the two of you arrive at an agreement. Your physician should be able to refer you to one.
Yeah. Interesting, though, that the teacher is so focused on their own child's education that then this whole thing is a mess. Like, what is happening here? Like, I'm glad that you're focused on all the educational part of it, but then what about the rest of it?
Well,
which is like having a healthy relationship, which then your child also watches that.
Their children are ages 1, 3, 4, and 6. Ooh.
1, 3, 4, yikes. You know what? Honestly, I would head to the bedroom at 7:30 and be hiding it also.
I know.
I was going to say, she's got to be reading. She's doing something else. She's on TikTok. She's got to be.
And also in a classroom, you know what? I mean, this isn't who's the a-hole, but I'm on her side. That's the show today, everybody. For intern Sebastian, Carly, and Katie, I'm Brett, reminding all of you to be kind and take care of each other. We will see you tomorrow. Good night, Abby. Good night, gas lamps.
Good night, Romans.
Yeah, good night, that dude who's just trying to live out his history.
No!
We'll see you tomorrow.
That's it for the Brett Davern Show for today. But don't worry, they'll be back tomorrow, live, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, on Adobe Radio.
The recording has stopped.